it's me, Joyce, and I'm here with some hair. I got some hair, but we'll talk about that later. I came to do a makeup look, a talk through, okay? That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna try and push through, because y'all know the last one, I was supposed to have been doing a voiceover didn't happen. So face is cleansed, and first thing I'm gonna start with is Holy Hydration Daily Moisturizer from e.l.f. Oh, and let me tell y'all, look, I have went through and got all the magic links for y'all to click on. Help us out. Click on the links and purchase whatever it is that I have used in these makeup looks, okay? Oh, let me see, was there anything else? Yeah, subscribe to the channel. It's free. You ain't gotta pay no money unless you want to join memberships. But let me put this out. So, child, I took my nails out, as y'all can see, because I'm trying to get ready for the new nails that are coming in from Kia. Now, I've been actually looking at different makeup sites, and I want to get into the sunscreen. I want to start putting sunscreen on. I'm 48, about to be 49. We got one fine line right here. I don't have any crow's feet and things and such, but you know, we got to start using sunscreen. It's important for not just our white sisters, but for us as well. Okay, so we got that on. Now we're gonna use e.l.f. Y'all, I'm almost out of the Power Grip primer from e.l.f. I think the next kind I'm gonna get is the one, it's still Power Grip, but it's the one with niacinamide. So I just want to try and see what it's like. So let's get this on. Sometimes I think, do I want to go back to the milk primer like this, that this is duped for? But I'm not sure. Now, I'm sitting near a window and there's somebody riding their little motorbike up and down the road. Okay? So just know that. And this is sticky, but that's fine. You want it to get sticky. Now, I was thinking, should I brighten, or I don't think I have to. I was thinking about bleaching my brows to get lighter, but because of the blonde in the hair, but because it's got dark roots, I don't think I have to. So let's start next. Look, you can get a lot of primers for the brows. I saw one from NYX that I might be trying out, but this ain't broke, so why fix it? This is the e.l.f. Brow Lift, and it's clear. I always use this. It hasn't failed me, and yeah. So I think I might, I don't know. We like to try different products. So I think I'm gonna try the one from NYX. Ooh, I put entirely too much on here. Now, these brows really need to be, I need to go get them done. Alright, so I got the brow lift on there. Now, even though I need, see, you can absolutely tell that I actually need to go get my brows done. But you can actually, if you use this brow lift, you can actually fake the funk for a while. And that's what I've been doing. I've just been faking the funk. Now, let's try the next product. I use the same brow products over and over again. If you don't need to switch it out, if your products are working for you, ain't no use in you switching it up unless you know we like to have different ways to do things. So this one is the e.l.f. Lock On Liner and Brow Cream, and it's in the color Espresso. I could probably get a lighter color, and I really thought about switching the color because of the, y'all, I really use this. I mean, really, ever since I got it. So let's talk about how we do the brows, right? So you don't have to do it hard. You can actually just comb it through your brow hairs, but just make your line. Make your line. And the brows to me are the longest thing I do in makeup, because you always trying to get them to look like twins and they never do. One is always either higher or lower, or it's always some foolishness with these brows. But yeah, so I'm just gonna keep doing this and trying to fill it in. You don't need a lot. I promise you, with this product, you don't need a lot. Just dab it on your brush. Sometimes I wet the brush, sometimes I don't, but it's usually in there. Now, what I try to do for the most part is blend this front part in and make it straight, and then you can actually blend the rest of it. But I try not to have the front of the brow harsh, because that's when people be looking crazy. So be mindful of that. So I'm gonna do the other side here. We're gonna do the same thing. I'm making a guide line, and then I just fill it in, and then you can go back up. And just fill it in. And then go back up here. While it's still wet, because it will dry. Right? So, like I said, I'm just going to be bringing it up like so. Okay, so now it's time to clean up the brows, which is sometimes tricky. After you've done it so many times, you get the hang of it. You know what I'm saying? They look quite bushy, but we're gonna bring them down a little bit. Now I use this right here. I could use an e.l.f. one, because I do have two e.l.f. ones. I'll just try and stay in the vein of e.l.f. for as long as I can. So I think these are the e.l.f. Hydro. These are the Hydrating Camo concealers. The other ones, there's another set of Camo concealers, but they're not hydrating. So y'all know I can't see. I got, let's see, can I can't tell you what I got. Okay, let me do it like this. And what I do is I go with the lighter of the two. No, actually I'll go with the darker of the two. So this is the lighter one, this is the darker one. And I'll go with the darker one. Alright, so let's get started. Y'all may hear eternal crying, but I said I was gonna do this talk through, and I'm gonna try and do it he's in his little cage and he doesn't like that, and so we have to let him act out. So you see how sloppily I placed that, right? So you just go in and get your little angled brush and just clean up from beneath the brow. And then take another brush, since this one already has it on there. Drag it down. Hush, boy, I'm recording. You just drag it down and bring it over the rest of the eye. Now here's the thing. We used to use, do y'all remember this? Who was that? Primer Potion. I forgot what company. Everybody used to always prime their eyes with Primer Potion, right? And then people started using their concealer to prime their eyes. And that's why you see us do that now. So, who was that? Urban Decay Primer Potion. Do y'all remember that? They had the different, at first they had just the original, and I do believe they still sell it. But then you have companies like P. Louise, they have a primer and things and such. So yeah, Urban Decay Primer Potion used to be what we primed our eyes with to make your eyeshadow stick and stay longer. That's what it was for. But now you don't actually need that. You can just use your concealer and prime your eye with that. And so let me perfect this for a second. Now, so one thing you do with the concealer, one thing it helps with is if you have dark lids and it mutes out the color of your lids so that you can actually see your eyeshadow in its truest color. And so that's another good reason to use concealer to prime your eyes. But you do have to set your concealer or you'll be trying to put eyeshadow over your wet concealer. But you'll see me do that in a minute. See, this one is not, I told y'all, this is why your brows are not twins but sisters. Because sometimes it's hard to get them to be the same. Y'all hear that bad boy out there? And so just try and get it as close to, just try and get it as close as you can, and try and blend out that concealer as best you can as well. Even though I'm gonna be putting foundation on, you still wanna do that. You know what I'm saying? So now what I'm gonna do is take it's a foundation brush, but what I'm gonna do, which I always do and y'all always see me do it, I've hit pan on it. It's the NYX, it's NYX high definition finishing powder. So, and it's in the color Banana. So I just use this to set the concealer on my eye. That way I don't have a problem with trying to move my brush around with the eyeshadow. So that's what I'm doing now. And get it as close to the top of the brow as you can without, you know, going over. So we've set the eye, we've set the concealer up under the eye as best we can. So now, and we'll blend this out. Let me blend this out now, if I can find another brush. Because nobody likes the halo effect, and that's why I used the darker concealer, so I don't have the halo effect over my brows. It's a common thing that you'll see. We used to do it, but it's not cool to do the halo effect anymore. You know, but you just do what you like to do. Okay? So, I'm gonna do a red lip today, and so I wanna keep my eyes kind of neutral. Now, here's a little video palette, and it's the Bite Size Eyeshadow Palette from e.l.f. I Love You a Latte. And so it has your brow bone highlight, it's got your transitional color, it's got everything. So let's use this. Let's get into this. Okay, so let's talk about the different parts of your eye. So usually you all will see me go in with a color like this, and this is going to be my transition color. And you can actually put the transition color all over the lid. You can actually do that. And the reason you want a transition color is so that you can, you don't have harsh lines in your eyeshadow look. So you see how I just muted everything? So, but that's gonna be my transition color. And so I'll just continue putting that over the whole mobile lid. The whole lid. Mobile lid is here and up here. Okay, so we've done that. Now next, I'm gonna get a big fluffy blending brush. And this is the outside, the outer V of your eye. I like to carry, because I have what they call hooded eyes. This is an example of a hooded eye. And sometimes I really want my hood to be up a little bit higher so that you can actually see the shadow on my mobile lid. So I'm gonna take this right here, darker colors, decrease and hide, lighter. Okay, so you start on the outer corner of your eye if you got hooded eyes, and you go just above the hood, right? And so that means we're making the crease go up a little bit. So that's why I do mine's above the fold. The crease of your eye is here. So my crease is low. I want to bring it up a bit so that you can see more of my mobile lid, the shadow here on the mobile lid. So let's just deepen my crease, but I have to go up because I have hooded eyes. Now, if your brush is too big, right, to get in the corner, I like to drag it all the way into the corner. So I'm gonna take a smaller brush and I'm just gonna go in and blend it out so it's not harsh. You know what I'm saying? So go all the way in. And take your bigger brush and blend it out as much as you can. Just like that. So let me do the other eye. Okay, so we got that part done. So also come in, you can do this. Come in at the outer third of your eye and bring it in on your mobile lid and just concentrate it there. That way you can have a darker eyeshadow on the outside in that outer V. So that's another way that you can do your eyes. All right, so next we're gonna go in. So I used this as a transitional shade. Was it this one? Yeah, this one is a transitional shade. And you would think that's lighter, but this one is actually lighter. So what I'm gonna do is take another brush and put that on the lid, on the mobile lid. And you just even it over that the outer third of the eye. Just even it and take it over. And blend it so it doesn't have a harsh line. You might have to go back in it a couple of times. And now you see how I've kind of made my eye shape, my mobile lid larger to work with, and go up if you have to. Now you do have to go back in with your blending brush and just go back over and make sure you take away the harsh lines. You can do windshield wiper motion, or you can do the circular motion, whichever one is most comfortable for you. There. And then also I'm gonna go back and powder that in on the outer V. You see? So let me do it to the other eye. And so you see the starkness of it. That's why you have to go back in and do your blending so that it's not stark. It just goes from one part of the eye to the other. It's seamless. Boom. All right, so we got that. Now let's go in and do the highlight, or the brow bone highlight. So you use the lightest one and you go up in. Don't go, I used to take it all the way in, but no, I learned better. So now I just concentrated right here at the highest point of my brow bone. That's not the right brush. We need something that can blend. And you want to blend that out too, the brow bone highlight. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back in this color right here, the transitional color, and we're just gonna blend it. Now it's kind of diffusing your dark brown, But you see how it's like going from that one color to the dark to then it's going back lighter. So that's why you need your transition color. All right, let me finish this on the other end. All right, so now we got both eyes done. Now at this point, you can go in with your, where is my liquid liner? This be toe up sometime. Oh, there it is. Guess who it is, child? It's e.l.f. Y'all, this is the cheapest, goodest, I would say the best liquid liner. I used to use NYX, but the felt tip liner, but it kept always going out, drying out. I done had this for probably a year, and it still got some in there. So now, let's see how I can explain this. A lot of people like to do the winged liner, but what I'm finding out is when I do winged liner and I put lashes on, it doesn't match. The wing doesn't match the lashes. So what I've been doing lately, and because I have shaky hands, I start in the middle and I just go from the middle to the end. And you see I just went up a little bit above, so I gotta go back. But I don't make the wing anymore. I just stop right at the end of my eye. That way when I put my lashes on, they're not mixed match. So let me do the other one. So this one is thicker than this one, so I gotta go back in and make this left side thicker. Maybe more. Okay, that's it, but they almost match. You won't be able to see it actually once you put the lashes on, so let me grab my lashes. Y'all know I've been raving about the lashes from Shein. I think this is probably $2. And look how many lashes I get to use. So, I guess we'll do the lashes on camera. Now, I think that if you look at, I have a problem with lashes, and here's the problem I have with lashes. My eyes don't match. They are different as well as everyone else's. They're different. And when I say they're different, when I put my lashes on, sometimes one is up and one is straight. So I have to try and balance that part. But I'm going to take my duo glue, and one trick that will help you with the lashes is if you put the lash glue on, allow it to get tacky. Because if you put it on there all wet and sloppily, it's going to slide everywhere. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to put my lash glue on. I'll let y'all see it. But because my eyelids are a little, each eye is different, I have to place one differently than the other. I'm trying not to spill all my lash glue. Duo is expensive, honey, if you got to keep on repurchasing it. I try and make mine stretch out a little bit. Come on, stop being scared. All right, I'll be right. All right, we finally got the glue on. So you see this right here. I take my fan and I let it help get tacky. And it may take I don't think I do it more than a minute, but usually that's how I help my eyeshadow, or I mean my eyelash glue get tacky. And when we say tacky, that means that it's began to stick a little bit. Okay? And then you can also sometimes see it starts to get it's light gray right now. It'll start getting darker gray. So that's another way you can tell it starts changing. The color starts changing because it dries down dark gray. Alright, so I've showed y'all how to put on lashes before. I'm gonna show you again. Okay, on the first eye, and then the second eye I'll do in speed time. So take your little mirror and turn it so that you can look down in the mirror, right? And then this is one reason why we use the lash line or the liner. Just put it on the lash line where you did the liner at, or try and get it down a little bit, as close to the lid as you can. So I stick it in the middle. Glue got tacky. It's done got tacky for real. And put it on there. Sometimes you have to keep holding it down so that it can go ahead and dry. Your outer corner and inner corner, sometimes it'll get loose. So you just gotta hold it down until it sticks. These are so pretty. And I can push, because sometimes the middle is not attached, and you just push on it until you get it to where you want it to be. So there's lash number 1, and I'll be right back with lash number 2. All right, so we got the second lash on. Now I need y'all to take a look at something. So on the inner corner of this one, I have some glue. So to try and even that out so it's not so obvious, go down and put a little bit, put a little liner. Just to try and even it out. And if you want to hide your band, you actually can. It's just gonna make it look even thicker. I might have didn't do it better, make it no better, but it is what it is. So next, I'm going to use some mascara, but not yet, because I want all that to dry. But I did go and wet my sponge. So now we're gonna go in with the e.l.f. Halo Liquid, Halo Glow Lift. Okay, sometime today, Joyce. The Halo Glow Liquid Filter Foundation. Mine is in deep, rich deep shade 7 right here. All right, so I'm going in and just place it. If y'all hear it, Eternal is crying again, so y'all have to forgive him. I'll probably put some background music in here so y'all can hear it is loud. Now, I have dark areas around my nose, around my mouth, and what you can do for that is actually use a color corrector, but I don't have color corrector, so let's blend this in. Now, remember, this has the glowing effect, so that's why you see, like, I don't want to say shine, but you do see glow. Let me go back up in here. Sometimes this area needs, I'll miss this area, and I'll have to go back over it with my setting powder. Look. Whew. Now you can go back in. I won't go back in only because I know I have other products to put on if I need more coverage. So I would say it's medium to full coverage, this foundation. But it did bring a nasty old glow in here. All right, so now let's go back with the e.l.f. concealer. So that I used, which one did I use? So I'm gonna go in with this more, this has more orange in it. I'm gonna go in with this one right here. Now, as you can see, my pores are showing up. Now, if I really was concerned about them, if they were larger than what they are, then what I would do is also use a primer that has the blurring effect for the pores. But I don't have that. And I don't really, it really doesn't bother me if I have large pores or not. So the reason we put the concealer in these areas is to highlight. When you put foundation on, it actually takes the dimensions out of your face. So you put your foundation on, it's gonna even you out. You put your concealer and highlighting concealer on to start back adding dimensions in your face. So I'm gonna let this dry for a little bit. Some people like their concealers to dry down a bit so they'll have more lasting effect. You really don't have to do that, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So let's just start, shall we? So I'll start at the bottom here. And coincidentally, you'll see me actually add highlight. All right, I got a phone call. All right, so now let's, and bring it up as close to the eyelid as you can. Go up as much as you can without getting it in the eye. Okay, so here's the important part. I have Patrick Ta's One Size, and I'm going to put some use my other side of my blender or sponge and start setting it. Now, I'm not finished with that part. I'm gonna go back over it. But here's, we're gonna use the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. And let me see what color is this in. Sun Kissed. I had wanted to use this in the video the other day, but I've used it before several times. So we're gonna take, I'm gonna have to use my brush that I used yesterday. So we're gonna take, and I always start back here where my hair is right there. And this is a cream product. Oh my goodness. Now, you can put as much or as little, but just make sure you blend it out. And I would blend it out by going upwards. And then, of course, we're gonna do the forehead. If you got a 5 head, I think I got a 4 head. Sometimes I wish it was a little smaller, but if you want to decrease the size of your forehead, then what you do is just bronze it. Bronze it up, baby. You ain't gotta use a lot. You can use as much as you want. But bronze it up. And here's, if you have the double chin like me, this is why I do this as far as the double chin. I started like this, and you go down because dark conceals it. And you really gotta be looking at it to see it now. But it looks slimmer. So that's why we do that part. And you blend that out too. I have been known to not blend it. But you blend it out too. You really got to blend out your bronzer or your contour. And just blend it up. All right, now I'm gonna flip this brush and we're gonna contour the nose. And I would connect it to the eye. That way it's seamless. And if you have to squeeze your brush, you can. You see? I can take a smaller brush and do that. Let me see. Where's the smaller one that I could do that? I'll use this. Let me take this brush. You can always take a smaller brush to get in this part and bring it down. A lot of people don't have to contour their nose, but I like it. I don't consider myself having a big nose, but it's big enough to where I want it snatched. And to help you not have that deep line of demarcation, then just blend it more. So start here and bring it down. Now y'all hear it's kids outside the window, child. But yeah, you need to go back in and blend that. Don't say I didn't tell you. Alright, so now I'm gonna go back in and do something with the nose because I think to me it makes it smaller even more. So I go back and dip in my setting powder and I come on the ends of my nose. Now remember, you're gonna knock all that off with your powder to blend it in. So we got those. Now we need to do the blush. So I'm gonna go back and use the liquid blush, e.l.f. liquid blush. I think this is Rosy Mauve. I can't see this small writing, and I threw the box away, so that's why I'm doing that. Alright, so it's so pretty. I don't know what it is about these liquid blushes that I'm so turned into and turned on to, but I like them. Alright, so dense. It can't be a flimsy little blush brush, but make sure you blend it out. That's so pretty. See that? Oh my goodness, they're so pretty. Let me know if y'all have gotten in on the liquid blushes. And remember, everything that I used will be in the description box, and I'll also put it in the comment section so y'all can click the link to these products. Yes, I get a little commission from it. Don't be a hater. Don't let that stop you. Joyce is trying to get into her makeup bag again. Oh, that was so pretty. That's so pretty. I gotta get more of those. All right. So now we're gonna do our all over face powder. I don't have a e.l.f. all over face powder. The one that I love to use is the Sephora one, and this is Sephora Microsmooth powder, and mine is in deep number 60. I need to go get a couple more. I heard they were trying to discontinue this. If Sephora, if y'all discontinue this face powder, it's gonna be a problem. I better just go get me some backups is what I better do. All right, so I'm putting this face powder on to blend everything seamlessly. Now, I have a couple of harsh lines and I want to, like right in here, I need to get that out. I need to get those harsh lines. But you'll see it just brings all your makeup cohesive, because I have some right there that I need to put some on. You really need a good dense brush. This is the e.l.f. brush. Let me see if I still got the name. The e.l.f. powder brush works perfect every time. Come on. Sometimes you gotta put some elbow grease in there so it can blend it out. That's better. This is so pretty already, my God. And then I'm gonna squeeze my brush and bring it through here. Now it'll melt that on out some more once I spray my face. So let's spray with Morphe setting spray. Crank up the fan. See how it melted it? I like Morphe. I really like Morphe. I can't really see, my Morphe beats this. This is $23 and I don't see the need for it. I like my Morphe setting spray. I really do. All right, so at this time you can actually go in and do your, connect your lashes. Because you can see the space. I'll show you the difference. Alright, so you can see, you can actually see my lashes. Now you can't see it. So it's a step that you don't want to miss. See? See, now you can, they're blended. So pretty. All right, now for the red lip. Now, I don't have an e.l.f. red lip, but I have Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this one is in Seraphine. And I got this lip liner. This one is in Blackberry. So that's what we're gonna do. Hold on, little buster. I'm almost finished. Now you could take a lip brush and blend it out. You could do that. And now this does dry down, so I'm gonna let it dry down a little more, and then I'll add some more to it. So I have some footage of me getting my hair done yesterday. Ashlyn done my hair. Y'all know Ashlyn is a stylist, certified. She's got her license, and she's dangerous with these braids, honey. So she done it yesterday, and I like it. Now, I am going to spray one more time with this one. So that's the end of the look. I will put y'all some pictures up there. Tell me if you liked it or not. Like I said, don't forget, number 1, to subscribe. Number 2, there's gonna be links, magic links in the description box and also in the comment section. Click on those links for any of the products that I've showed you in this video. If y'all want to, you can always schedule a one-on-one session with me as far as giving you tips and tricks on your makeup. Now I'm looking at something. Hold on. Now you see this side is blended out, and this one is more blockish, and I don't want that. That's better. Not so stark. All right, so y'all let me know if you like this video. Please hit the thumbs up button. Get me into the algorithm. It's kind of slow over here on this channel, but I know we can pull it back to life. I'm gonna keep on coming on here, being more and more active and more consistent on this channel.